I made my first online sale after 3 years, and it's not as glorious as you think. A lot of people online talk about how getting your first sale is the most amazing thing, how it's so purposeful, how whatever. And after a certain period of time, you come to realize that these people sell courses on making your first dollar online. So they sell you the feeling of how amazing it is. I started self improvement around the time I was 12. And it's all the stuff that you've heard before in every other person's story. It's they were depressed, they felt lost, they felt all this stuff. They were gooning 80 times a day, whatever you want to call it. Around a year into it, I decided that I wanted to try to get to online business. I decided that I was advanced enough for my own sake, and it just didn't work for a ton of reasons. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to set up an offer. I wasn't old enough for most of the payment processors. My parents, I never asked to get involved because it was weird to do like online business, whatever. And I just kind of stagnated, hopping from coaching to course to coaching to course to courses, and then this YouTube channel and making another YouTube channel, and then deleting a bunch of videos on one of the ones that I have now, and then removing it and doing Minecraft for some reason, and doing really hyper edits and no edits, and having my friend edit some videos, but he wasn't able to, so the videos were randomly hyper edited with like the hit markers and all these types of things, and then just nothing. Took a break from YouTube for a couple months, decided to get into calisthenics. Long story short, I'm a calisthenics athlete. That's like my thing. That's how I make money. That's what I base my coaching and my communities around. If you're interested in that, go to my channel page, go to my main channel, and then click the links. I have a free and paid product right now, and I'm going to be talking about the paid product in a second. Got into that, decided that I really loved it, stopped it for a while because I wanted to focus my channel on God and I wanted to talk more about Christianity and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of didn't like it because I'm not smart enough to be able to really, really educate people. I just kind of am like at the intelligence level to where I can kind of like mention some subtle things every here and there to make it like a part of my personal brand or whatever you want to call it. Went back to calisthenics, got stronger than I ever did before within a couple months. 50-kilo pull-ups, 50-kilo dips for like 10 reps, one-arm pull-ups. Just learned my first 1-second planche after training it for like 1 week. If you know anything about calisthenics, that's ridiculous. That's either genetics, luck in the exercise selection that I've picked, or just both. There's no explanation for that. That takes people years. I'm willing to bet a little bit of genetics plus a little bit of really good programming plus being strong prior plus being short because that's ridiculous. Anyways, for those who know, I created well, I made a couple calisthenics products. I made a GUO strength system, which was like self improvement and calisthenics stuff like that. Didn't work how it was supposed to. I spent all of my money on the subscription for the website. If you don't know, I use a website called School. I spent all of my money on that website. Didn't work, never got a sale. Couldn't afford the subscription anymore. Didn't go well, but I had like 50 people in the school community, which was actually very nice. Then what I had did was again, that's kind of when I went into the break, did the Christianity stuff, went back to calisthenics, started making videos again, wiped a bunch of videos off my channel because I've kind of determined that I don't want to be shirtless on the internet. I've removed all of those videos as far as I know and pictures and whatever, just because it's not something that I kind of buy into. It's kind of like women whoring themselves out, which, I mean, whatever. If you want to be impressed by the cool skills, I'm not like a physique athlete. I do cool stuff and I do muscle ups and I do heavy pull ups and that kind of stuff. If you need to see me with my shirt off to purchase from me, then obviously I didn't help you enough with whatever content that I was making. In this, it went from the Maloney method, which was like my method because I was kind of selling myself. I changed it to the creative mode protocol, which I got from my friend Sam. If you're interested in making money online, go to school.com and then either look up Sam Walford or look Sam Walford up on YouTube. He's a UK kid. He's a 16-year-old entrepreneur. He's made over $10,000 coaching and teaching other young guys how to make money. And I've seen his results. I've talked to him one-on-one. He's very smart, very genuine guy. If that's something you're interested in, then go to that. Set up an offer, set up coaching, got a couple people on the phone. Nobody could afford it. I lowered my prices still. I never got the opportunity to talk to a couple people with the new prices, or actually there was one guy, but he still couldn't afford it. He was in a tough spot. He said like a couple weeks or whatever, couple months or whatever, his family would be in a better situation. Absolutely no problem. People like apologizing for like wasting my time. Again, this is something that I enjoy, and I'm going to be getting into that. Do all that. I get off calls. I'm like super stressed out because I haven't made money online yet, and my mom wants me to get a real job. What's happening? Then I get the idea from, again, my friend Sam. He does group coaching for people who can't afford the main offer. I decide I'm going to make that. Took me maybe 5 minutes to set up. Obviously, I had to go in and adjust some things, and like we have courses and video calls and all that kind of stuff in here. Once a week for 1 hour. When you join, you get access to the community. When you join, you get access to me, and we get to do group calls and all that kind of stuff. And you can DM me all the stuff it's basically like things that I give my coaching clients, but the light version. Like all the bonuses I kind of just put into here. Messaged a couple people. Most people said they weren't interested. Some people said they can't afford it right now because, again, my demographic is like younger guys who want to get good at calisthenics. I messaged a few people. One guy bought in. Awesome. Another guy said that he needs to wait for birthday money, but he was like super stoked to join. A couple other guys were like 50-50. I'm still going back and forth with them. Probably knows from them if you have to go back and forth, but yeah, that's short how I made my first dollar. First $24 actually. It's $27 for the year. I'm going to be adding stuff as I add stuff, and as more people join, it's going to be significantly more expensive. I'm probably just going to hit that to like monthly payment or something. But super awesome, all that kind of stuff. And when I got the notification, it was when I was talking to my girlfriend, and she's been with me for this entire process. I love that woman to death. I was on the phone with her. We were talking. We were like going back and forth. She had to leave because she's traveling like across states. She was in a different state. Now she's coming back to my state, which is absolutely amazing, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, all good. We were talking. She was like telling me something, and I interrupted her, and I was like, baby, I got a sale. Let's go. And we were like both freaking out. But yes, it made me very happy. But the money itself wasn't the thing that made me happy, which is very interesting, and I want to point that out very specifically. The money didn't make me happy. It was $24. Who really cares? What made me happy was I've been working hours on this business every single day for weeks, maybe months, many months. It's been a 3-year-ish on and off cycle. And then this is the most dedicated that I've been, and it managed to work out. What I got wasn't my first sale. What I got was confirmation from someone else who was willing to give me something in order to learn more from me, in order to get closer to me in that kind of businessy way. And like, I'm kind of friends with most of the guys in my community. Like, there's no bad blood. They know that I sell things, but like, obviously a lot of them can't afford it, and there's nothing that they can do about it. But I got confirmation, and that's the main thing. That's the most amazing thing, and I'm so grateful for it. I wrote down a couple of points that I want to go over to, if there's anyone watching this, I can maybe give them some lessons. The money is never going to make you happy. It's going to make you feel a little bit of pride. It's going to make you feel a little bit of maybe happiness in the moment because you're like, yeah, let's go. Let's do this. But everything dies out eventually. Purpose, not necessarily passion. Alex Ramosi talks about this. Passion kind of ebbs and flows, and I kind of agree with that. But purpose is something that will always stay. Purpose is something that it can shift, but you know when it's time. It can shift, but you know when you're going into the next thing. It's not just like, oh, I'm super excited to work today, and then next day it's like, or maybe 10 minutes later you're not excited. I've had mornings like that where I've woken up, I've been so stoked to get to scripting and editing and video creation and all that kind of stuff, and recording for the courses and talking to people, getting on sales calls, all of that. And then 10 minutes later, just jumped out of my bed, 3 a.m., just jumped out of my bed. Off the floor, I should say. I sleep on the floor, so my bed looks neater. Can you see that in the background? And then nothing. But I know I have purpose here. And the thing is, I've got to a point or maybe even a maturity level in my life to where the main thing that I care about is God. And God did not put me here for a number on a screen to go up, a number in my bank account to go up. He put me here to help people and to try and help people as much as I possibly can. And he gave me the ability. He birthed me in a time. You critical thinker. Yes, my mother birthed me. Gosh. It's metaphorical, man. Anyways. I was born in a time to where you have that option to be young, to be passionate, to be purposeful, to have excitement and gratitude towards a business model that you're just able to help people. And that's exactly what I'm here for. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And that one sale wasn't because that one sale wasn't dirty. That one sale wasn't me trying to sell something. Obviously, I did try and sell it. But it wasn't like, no, buy this thing. You need it. You need it. You're gonna die if you don't have it. You're gonna explode. It was very genuine. I sent him the thing. I said, I think that this can help you because like we weren't able to do the one-on-one coaching, whatever. Like price will go up at some point, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Like, no rush, no pressure, man. Just letting you know about it. The guy would ask questions. This was over the course of multiple conversations. And it would just be a chill back and forth conversation and all good. I got to help people. And that's the whole reason that I'm here. So that is my story there. What else? I also wrote down that I love calisthenics. I mean, that's kind of something you could figure from me talking about it. I don't really need to go over it separately, but that has been everything. Thank you for giving me 13 minutes of your time. Just to hear me kind of ramble on about my own personal life and my own personal stories. Hopefully you got a little bit of value. You had like a random insight, even if it wasn't directly from me, it was just by something I said. My name has been Brandon. Keep doing the best at doing your best. Trust God. Signing off.